everyone, today's video is about when you hesitate to confess to him about your love. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Let's get going. You felt your heart race every time Bakugou was near. You couldn't help but feel drawn to him. His confidence and strength both intimidating and alluring. You have been best friends since you were children, and your bond had only grown stronger over the years. But recently, your feelings for him had started to change, and it scared you. One day, you were sitting together in the park, enjoying the warm sunshine. Bakugou was laughing at something you had said, his smile lighting up his face in a way that made your heart skip a beat. You took a deep breath, wanting to tell him how you felt, but the word just couldn't come out. "You okay, Moyan?" Bakugou asked, noticing your hesitation. You nodded, biting your lip. "Yeah, I'm fine. Just thinking." Bakugou raised an eyebrow. "About what?" You hesitated for a moment before finally blurting out, "Do you ever think about us being more than friends?" Bakugou's expression softened, and he reached out to take your hand. "I have, Moyan, but I didn't want to ruin our relationship." You felt relief flew through you. Even though you still didn't tell him that you loved him, you were grateful that he had at least considered the idea before. "I feel the same way, Bakugou, but I don't want to lose what we have." Bakugou squeezed your hand, his grip reassuring. "We won't. We'll take it slow, okay? See where things go." Over the next few weeks, you and Bakugou began spending more time together, going to dates and exploring the city. You felt yourself falling deeper in love with him with each passing day, but you still hesitated to confess your feelings. One night, you were sitting on the roof of your apartment building, watching the stars. Bakugou was lying next to you, his arm draped over your waist. You could feel his steady heartbeat against your back, and you knew that this was the moment. "Bakugou," you said softly, turning to face him. He looked at you, his red eyes glowing in the moonlight. "What's up?" You felt your heart pounding in your chest as you looked up at Bakugou, ready to confess your feelings to him. But as you opened your mouth to speak, you hesitated, suddenly unsure of what to say. "Uh, never mind," you said, your voice barely above a whisper as you looked away from him. Bakugou raised an eyebrow, his expression unreadable. "What? Spit it out already," he said, his tone suddenly impatient. You took a deep breath, trying to calm down your nerves. "It's just, I've been meaning to tell you something," you began, your voice shaky. "But I'm not sure if I should." Bakugou frowned, looking concerned. "What is it? You can tell me anything, Wayan." You took another deep breath, gathering your courage. "Okay, here goes. I think I'm in love with you, Bakugou." For a moment, there was silence between you as Bakugou processed your words. You could see the surprise in his eyes, but you couldn't quite read the expression. "Lion, I don't know what to say," he finally said, his voice low. You felt a sinking feeling in your stomach. Had you just ruined your friendship with him by confessing your feelings? You had to admit it. You weren't really friends after what you told him a few days ago. But still, you just didn't even talk about it. Talk about the relationship. So what exactly were you going to label it anyway? "But I guess I think I might be in love with you, too," Bakugou continued, his eyes meeting yours. "I just didn't know how to tell you." Your heart leapt at his words, a feeling of relief washing over you. "Really? You mean it?" you asked, unable to hide the hope in your voice. Bakugo nodded, a small smile playing at the corners of his lips. Yeah, I mean it. I guess I should have said it sooner. We're both idiots. You both laughed, the tension between you dissipating. From that moment on, your friendship with Bakugo had blossomed into a beautiful, loving relationship. You were grateful for every moment you spent together, cherishing the bond you shared. Over the next few weeks, Bakugo and you continued to hang out as usual, but you couldn't shake the growing feelings you had for him. Every time he smiled at you, your hearts kept a beat, and every time he touched you, you felt electricity course through your body. One day, Bakugo suggested that you two go to a nearby amusement park. As the sun began to set, Bakugo took you to a quiet spot and pulled out a blanket. Let's just sit here for a bit and watch the fireworks, he said, looking up at the sky. You sat down next to him, your heart beating fast. As the fireworks exploded overhead, Bakugo wrapped his arms around you, pulling you close to him. You leaned into him, feeling safe and protected. This is really nice, he said softly. Bakugo looked down at you, his eyes meeting yours. Yeah, it is, he said, a hint of a smile playing on his lips. The next week, Bakugo took you on a picnic in the park. He had packed all your favorite foods and even brought a frisbee to toss around. You spent the afternoon laughing and enjoying each other's company. As the sun began to set, Bakugo pulled you into his arms, holding you really close to him. I'm glad we get to do this. You looked up at him, your heart racing. Me too, you said, biting your lip. Bakugo leaned in, his lips brushing against yours. You melted into the kiss, your arms wrapping around his neck. After a long day of enjoying each other's company, you and Bakugo finally found yourselves lying in bed, snuggled up close to another. I'm so glad we're together, Wayan. Bakugo said softly, his fingers tracing circles on your back. You smiled, feeling a warm and contented feeling wash over you. Me too, Katsuki. I love you, you replied, nuzzling your face into his chest. Bakugo chuckled, kissing the top of your head. I love you even more, he said, holding you even closer. As you drifted off to sleep in his arms, you couldn't help but feel grateful for having such an amazing best friend turned lover. Thank you guys for listening. Hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Goodbye!